Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy 40, and I'm back. This is another episode of 40 Ounce Kicks, but with a twist. We're calling this Kick Game. Alright, so I linked up with my man Izniz over at Boom Bap Nation. If you guys ain't familiar with Boom Bap Nation, they specialize in everything hip hop from like the 80s, 90s era, you know, the boom bap era, really. The real hip hop, you know. Not none of that crap you hear today, the mumble rap, the drill rap, the crap rap, whatever you want to call it. The real rap, the real hip hop, all right? So if you guys ain't familiar with them, go to his page. You can find him on Facebook, you can find him on Instagram, you can find him on TikTok, any social media platform. You type in Boom Bap Nation, all right, and you're gonna find them. So what we're doing is, we're doing a weekly magazine, all right? This is gonna be mixtape number 2 magazine, web magazine number 2, all right? If you didn't see my last one, go over there, check it out now. I think I did a Travis Scott review. You can go over there, check that out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about, if you don't know, because I'm dripped in Wu Tang, we're gonna talk about Wallabees, all right? We're gonna talk about Wu Tang's influence, well actually Wallabees' influence on the Wu Tang Clan, all right, and how they inspired us all to want to rock Wallabees. I mean, I remember Slick Rick. He was really the first person I ever seen wearing Wallabees, but I didn't really know what they were at the time. And then I remember B.I.G. would rock them, but it was really Wu Tang that really brought it to my attention and made me realize what they were. You know what I mean? Clark's Wallabees, all right? And, you know, Clark's Wallabees started out over across the pond in England, all right? It's an English shoe, all right? So, here you go. If you're not familiar with a Wallaby, this is what a Wallaby is. It's a cross between a boot, dress shoe. I mean, you can wear this thing anytime. That's what I love about them, and they're so comfortable. But back on track. So like I was saying, Ghostface Killer and Raekwon, like, those were the guys that really put me onto the Wallabees. I mean, if you go back to the Iron Man album, Ghostface Killer's album, you'll see Capadonna, you'll see Raekwon, and you'll see Ghostface Killer. They're all standing there, you know, with multiple Wallabees, just keeping the Wally game out. And they're all custom Wallabees too, all right? So what Ghostface used to do, he would go down to Canal Street, holler at, you know, one of the Asian peeps down there, tell him how he wanted them dyed and customized, and you know, he'd customize his own Wallabees, you know what I mean? So he was already a trendsetter right there. And then I don't know if you guys are familiar with Sycamore Style. Sycamore Style, that guy really flip mode style on the Wallabees and started creating custom Wallabees that were just crazy. I'll throw some pictures up, you know what I mean? This way you could see some of the different Wallabees that I'm talking about. Yeah, and this way you guys could see some of the different Wallabees that Sycamore Style had customized. And it got to a point where he was customizing Wally strictly for Ghostface Killer. I mean, that was the Pretty Tony character. Wally's, Versace robe, all right, gold chains, Pretty Tony, Ghostface Killer, all in the same, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I was saying, it was really Wu Tang that put me onto Wallies, and I'm sure, you know, for those that do rock Wallies and are familiar with Wallies, I mean, you found out about them from Wu Tang Clan. I mean, how could you not? I mean, Method Man rocked them. They all of them rocked them. They really did. But so yeah, I want to show you some of the ones that I have. So you gotta have the original black pair. I mean, they go with everything. All right. Just suede black, and I love the little, just the Clark's Wallaby hang tag that they give you right there. You never take that off, man. You leave that on. That's a part of the shoe. I mean, that's a part of the swag, you know. You just let, as you walk in, that little thing just, you know what I'm saying, dingles. You gotta leave that on. So you gotta have the blacks. You gotta have the original desert tans, which I don't have right now because I don't wear as many Wallies as I used to. Down here in Florida, it gets kind of hot, and you can wear these with shorts. I have rocked Wallabees with shorts. I mean, they do look fire. And they make the low-cut Wallies as well that you can rock with shorts, but I mess with the highs. I stick with the highs strictly. Another pair I have are the suede blues right here. All right, you got the leather moccasin toe right there. All right, you got the gold tips on the laces, along with the leather along the ankle. All right, your standard crepe sole. And then this one came with a double Wally tag. So you got the leather, Clark's original, and then you got a suede Wallaby to match. So, I mean, you can even throw this on the other one. You can have one on each, which is nice about that. If I wanted to throw one on this shoe, but I like them both just on one. I mean, that's the signature look right there. All right. And then the other pair I got right here. I don't know the name of these ones, but they're pretty simple, you know, just gray. So they got gray suede on the front, the toe box. All right, you got the tan leather Wallaby tag along with the heel tabs. And then this is almost kind of like, this reminds me of, what's that stuff you put to insulation? It almost looks like insulation, but it gives you that nice maroon color with the gray. And these ones are clean. And let me tell you something. These ones, these ain't like the crepe bottoms. Listen to this. These are hard, man. You could bust somebody upside the head with these. Like if you were, if you were in New York City in a rumble, and you had to stomp somebody out, these are the ones that do it in. Not the rubber ones. Listen to the rubber. You hear that? It's just soft rubber. You can even push on it. It ain't like these. That's crazy. So don't catch me on a bad day with these on. That's all I'm saying. You might walk up in the hospital with your cranium cracked. But anyway, so let's talk a little more hip hop though, right? So we talked about Slick Rick. He was one of the originals. We talked about Ghostface Killer, how he is the self-proclaimed Wally champ, hands down. Sycamore Style, right? So if you guys ain't familiar with Sycamore Style, go check out his website. He does now custom Wallabies. You could get anything from snake skin, gator skin. He'll do custom. I don't think he does custom orders anymore. He just does his own custom styles, drops them, and then you can buy them, and that's it. But yeah, you can't do any custom orders anymore. Yeah, I think he only does that for Ghostface. So unless you're tight with Ghost, don't think you're gonna go to Sycamore and get a custom pair. But I'm sure you could go somewhere and get them dyed, you know, and make your own custom pair. You know what I mean? I'm not sure where, but I'm sure we could, you know, look online and figure it out. So let's talk some lyrics that mention Wallabees. It's always going to be Wu Tang talking about Wallabies. Probably the most famous line is by Method Man, Gravel Pit. He says, what does he say? He says, "Follow me. Wu Tang gotta be the hottest things in Stalks and Clarks, Wallabees." That's like the most infamous line right there. There's another line, LL Cool J. He drops a line. So LL says, "Watch your mouth, go earn your little salary. I'm gonna throw back like Nike Airs and Clark's Wallabies." So even LL is flipping it on you. All right. So Method Man says, "They spark Cohiba cigar blows. Even Tony Stark knows. Attention thick like Wallaby Clark souls." That's a bar right there, man. I like that one. And then, so Raekwon, he is actually responsible for National Wallaby Day. So if you guys didn't know, according to Raekwon, National Wallaby Day is April 26th. All right. He said that's the day everybody needs to throw their joints on and just step out. So when April 26th comes around, I expect to see you guys in your Wallies, all right? I'll be rocking mine, make sure you're rocking yours, all right? So on that note, let's wrap this up. This is an episode of Kick Game, all right? This is on the Boom Bap Mixtape, Volume 2. Check it out, all right? It's your boy 40 ounce kicks. Peace.